Hello everybody, and sorry I can't be with you at your General Managers meeting. It's great that for the first time we've got all of our hotels in one place, and I hope that you'll have a fabulous couple of days. I wanted to talk to you about a topic that's particularly close to my heart at the moment, and one in which really I'm frustrated that we don't seem to be getting quite the progress that I would hope we would in this area, and not making the breakthrough that I think that we can do. And it's all about IHG Rewards Club and the way in which we look after and treat our loyal members. As you know, there's three areas upon which the hotels are measured by IHG, and those are as follows. Firstly, there's enrolment efficiency. So out of the available people that we can enrol, how many of them do we enrol? Secondly, how well do we recognise our most loyal guests? And that's measured through the heartbeat survey. And then finally, how consistent we are at delivery of the welcome amenity to our most important and most loyal Platinum and Gold members. And you know what? In all three of these measures, we're not really doing as well as we could do. And IHG have set up a traffic light system that says what, the sort of levels that people should be achieving, and that will be included in this presentation. And at the moment, we're falling well short of where we need to in all three of these measures. So let's just take a step back and think about, first of all, why is IHG Rewards Club so important? Why is it important now, and why will it become even more important in the future? Well, it is becoming ever more competitive out there in the hotel market, but not just competition from existing competitors like Hilton and Premier Inn and all the other hotel companies, but actually the competition also comes from the OTAs and Booking.com and Hotels.com and the plethora of different OTAs that are out there. And it's so important these days to make sure that in the fight against particularly those OTAs, that we have the ability to differentiate our hotels and our products from the OTAs and from the other hotel companies. And IHG Rewards Club is one of the most important ways in which we can do that. So first of all, it does reward our loyal members, but secondly, and most importantly, it enables us to have a dialogue with them as well. It enables us to send them special targeted offers and promotions. It enables us to talk to them directly. It enables us to offer them things that they cannot get through OTAs or through other channels. And I'm absolutely clear through every interaction that I have with IHG at the moment that this channel will become more and more and more and more important as time goes on, and that a lot of the technology that IHG is delivering, a lot of the developing a lot of the unique guest experiences that they're thinking about developing and offering will be offered to IHG Rewards Club members and offered through the loyalty channel. The ways in which we can market to these people will increasingly become more and more important in the way that we do business. Now, if that's to be the future, and if we are going to channel energy and channel marketing money and effort through that channel, then we've got to make sure that in the first instance we're enrolling members, that we're continuing to increase the base of members that we have. And then when we have enrolled them, when they are members, then we've got to make them feel special. And it's not just about the offers that they get and the points that they get, it's more about the way in which we treat them. And we've got to have that real sparkle, that sense of excited anticipation, particularly when we see Gold and Platinum members come into the hotel. We've got to make them feel they're special and they're very welcome. And likewise for all IHG Reward Club members. It's so, so important. So what are the things that we need you to do? Well, we think that we've got an awful lot of tools available now to help you with this. For a start, there's incentives from IHG to help us to enroll properly, and those are available to all team members. Are we sure that all of our team know all about those incentives and how to get the best out of those incentives that exist? There's lots of training. There's lots of training on Merlin in terms of IHG Rewards. We've also recently done a session with all of the GMs in the existing hotels around check-in, and that covers an awful lot of aspects to do with IHG Rewards Club, and we will be delivering that program directly to all of the new hotels over the course of the coming months as well. Another thing that we're going to do is to reinvigorate the IHG Rewards Club champions in the hotel. So every hotel should have, and if you haven't, please make sure you do, have a champion for IHG Rewards in your hotels. And Leslie Ann's going to lead a project to make sure that those people feel properly engaged with this. And of course, it's so important that as a general manager, you give those champions your support to make sure that any initiatives associated with IHG Rewards Club are properly rolled out and properly implemented into the hotels. So there is plenty of stuff. There's job aids, there's Loyalty Connect guide, there's monthly calls around IHG Rewards Club, that channel, and around loyalty fundamentals. There's plenty of stuff out there to help us get it right. But the most important thing, as ever with any of this sort of thing, is about making it culturally happen. So it doesn't happen because we suddenly think we're a bit short of our target, or we haven't quite delivered this month compared to last month. The way to crack this is to make sure it's cultural. And what we have to do is really get that message across to you and to all of our teams that those loyal guests are very important, and we have to make them feel loved, feel recognised when they come into the hotels. And by doing that, we'll really be able to make the most of this important channel in the future. Just thinking about exactly what the standards are. First of all, enrolment efficiency. So enrolment efficiency is about, out of the people who are available to be enrolled, so those who aren't already enrolled, then out of those people, what percentage can we get to enrol? The target for excellence within IHG is 6% of those people available. Currently in our hotels, we're at 3.3% on average across the hotels, with only 5 hotels exceeding that level of excellence. What I want you to do is not necessarily to think so much about your monthly target in terms of number of enrolments, but think about enrolment efficiency. And at the very least, the IHG standard for good, which is between 5 and 6%, that's the sort of level that I want you to be aiming at for your hotels. And again, the only way that we'll get to that is by thinking about this as a daily target, not about, well, we've got to our 60 enrolments for the month so we can stop. This is about doing it all the time and trying to make sure that we can hit that 5 or 6%. Other hotels, other organisations are doing this. It is absolutely possible, but it needs us to be focused upon doing it. Second one, the welcome amenity. The welcome amenity is the offer of additional points and or a drink or snack for our most loyal members, the Gold and Platinum members. And I would hope that we are, at the very least, all delivering this. But partly the guest is being asked, did they receive it on Heartbeat? And so part of this must be making sure that it's memorable when we are delivering it. There's a choice, isn't there? We can just be saying points or snack, or we can be saying, as a loyal IHG Rewards Club member, as a Platinum member, as a Gold member, we'd like to give you some extra points or a drink and a snack. Which would you prefer? Just about building it up, making a bit of fuss about it, a bit of pizzazz around the delivery of that benefit which they're entitled to make sure that they find it recognized, that they are able to recall it when they're asked about it, and that they felt special as a consequence of it. And that, of course, is the whole bit around guest recognition of these important guests, and that's measured by the Heartbeat survey, where they're asked if they felt recognised. And again, recognition is partly about making sure that we deliver the benefits they're entitled to, but it's also just the way in which we do it, and the way in which we greet them, the way in which we engage with them. Most of that happens at check-in, because that's the time when we're aware that they are a member. Of course, if there's any other things you can think of to enhance the way in which we recognise them, whilst still maintaining a consistent standard across the hotels, then please do so. But the most important thing is just to really up our game in terms of the way that we engage with these important customers. And it absolutely will become a fundamental part of the way in which IHG does business in the future, to the extent that, in addition to the carrots, the incentives that are around there, there'll be some sticks as well. And I think that, or I'm pretty sure, that in a new and about to launch quality evaluation regime, that commercial tool adoption around things like loyalty recognition and welcome amenity, and indeed things like responding to 1, 2, and 3 star reviews, that they will become part of that quality evaluation process against which you will be, and quite rightly should be, judged in terms of your performance. And additionally, they've even talked about potentially negatively biasing hotels on the web based upon things like the performance in terms of loyalty recognition. So this isn't going away. It's going to become more and more and more important. It doesn't feel to me, if I'm honest, that we're making the progress that I know that we can do. And as ever, there are some hotels that are doing a fabulous job of this. And when we think through those 3 areas, enrolment efficiency, 5 hotels above excellent. Think of member recognition, 6 hotels above excellent. And when we think about the 3rd area of welcome amenity deliver, 11 hotels above excellent. But we all recognise that that's not enough. But what it does tell us is it's absolutely possible. So please, alongside all the other things you have to do, give this your focus and effort. But this isn't separate and different to the focus on putting guest experience and satisfaction at the heart of our business. It's very much part of it. These are our most loyal guests, and we want them to have the most fabulous experience when they're in our hotels. So I look forward to seeing some great results and some improving results over the coming months. Thank you for listening.